Well, happy birthday, Cookie. I guess that's how we celebrate on Empire. I'm Tyranda Jones, and thanks for joining me as we break apart everything that just happened on Tameness of a Wolf. With me is Jake Hamilton, a good friend of mine and a huge fan of Empire.
I am so psyched to be here.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm glad you're here because I want to talk about this episode with you.
Well, let's jump right in. So, some big revelations came to light about Lucius's mother.
And of course, congrats to the newly engaged Hakeem and Laura. So I guess sorry, Tiana?
Yeah. So, Jake, in this episode, with all the revelations, what do you think was most shocking?
I think probably looking back at Lucius's past, because I think not only did we get to flesh his character out a little bit, I think it's going to have some major repercussions for other characters probably moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what about you? What were you most surprised about?
Hakeem proposing to Laura.
Yes.
I bet nobody was expecting that.
I think Laura was expecting that.
I don't think she was. Because we're so used to Hakeem being this big pimp, you know, and all the older women lusting over him.
Yes.
So that was...
What about that ring, though? So if a guy gave you that ring?
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Not from
Please
Hakeem,
do not
but
let
I'll
that
take
be
it.
the standard by which all rings must be judged.
Size matter, honey. I'm just saying.
Whew, it's getting hot. All right, one thing's for sure, I think we're all learning Lucius has a few more secrets than anyone expected.
Oh yeah, you got that right. So let's dissect some of the key points, especially that Frank Gathers twist at the end. We all know that Empire has an OMG moment in every episode. And for this episode, Empire's OMG moment for 213, Jamal's explains to Frida that Lucius will always disappoint.
Lucius been like a father to me, you know that. If Lucius did y'all dirty, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
But Lucius is only for Lucius.
How would you cut me out and I wrote half of this song?
We'll sit down and have some lunch and talk about it next week.
Now, Cookie is surprised when she sees Jamal and Frida working on a duet together.
I say 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4.
But she's even more surprised when Frida tells her who her real daddy is.
You know my story, I'ma tell it all and live large before I'm 40, Frank Gathers.
Anybody remember that nasty Frank Gathers?
Frida, did you say something about Frank Gathers?
Yeah, that's my father. I mean, was my father. He got murdered in prison.
Mess with Lucius, and you'll be seeing a lot more than OMG. More like DEAD, dead. You hear me? Dead. Dead. So don't mess with him, Jake, just so you know. It's time to test how well you know Empire.
Can you tell us? What's the name of Camilla's fashion line for Empire? Is it Romeo and Juliet, Gutter Life, Empire Couture, or Anthony and Cleopatra?
Head over to Empire Fox on Facebook and let us know. And here's one of my favorite Cookie lines from this episode as a GIF. Happy birthday, Cookie!
I see somebody had fun building a bear. I see somebody had fun building a bear. I see somebody had fun building a bear.
Check out the best GIFs from this episode on Twitter at Empire Fox. Besides all that drama with Frank Gathers' lyrics on Shine On Me, the track itself is super fun and inspiring. Jake, I love that track. Now, what did you think the first time you heard it?
I thought it's gonna have some major repercussions. One of the things I love about this show is it's not music for the sake of music. It's plot points, and it's gonna have major repercussions down the line.
And I cannot disagree with that. Let's pop into the studio to see how Breezy and Jesse brought it to life.
You wanna hold your... All I'm trying to say is that
Little shorty.
Shine On Me is somewhat of a cross between 1970s funk soul mixed with like just a really, really funky, inspiring track. The music is moving, the beat is bumping.
Oh, Father, Father, can't you hear? Can you hear your children crying? Can you see their tears?
Love Jesse. Jesse's he's an amazing guy, amazing man. He reminds me of Michael Jackson. And us working together, I promise you, I think that outside of me and Terrence, me and Jesse have the best chemistry.
This bar sit with the Lord, he know my story, I'ma tell it all and live large before I'm 40, Frank Gathers. This your daughter, everybody know it.
Breezy brings a different energy though. That fire that I feel like only a female MC can really, really bring. But there's a certain vulnerability that is to Breezy's voice that you can hear and you can feel.
I'ma take this and sit back and watch the chip stack. You dig that? We started from the bottom. You gotta know the sun is always shining.
The sun will always shine, sun will always shine, sun will always shine. Oh man.
The song is it's cool because it's emotional and it's fun. It's fun.
Hey, look at me, really look at me. Heart of a champion, eyes that have seen murder on my street, death on my block. Cops that beat more criminal than cops. Shine on me.
Oh, I love their voices together.
They so good, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to tell you. After all that happened on this episode, here we are again wondering what will happen next on Empire, and I can't wait.
We all want to know, will Lucius make peace with his sons?
And what will happen now that Cookie knows Frida's dad is that nasty Frank Gathers? There's much more that I want to know, but guess what?
What?
We do know that there's gonna be edge of your seat non-stop drama. Here's a little sneak peek at what's coming up on Empire.
You know, you done crossed the line. I mean, you really crossed the line this time, Lucius.
Okay, how did I cross the line?
Frida Gats? Excuse me, Gathers? Confronting Lucius with the secret about Frida, it was like talking to a brick wall because he's not fazed by anything. I got it all under control. He's the man, he doesn't see the danger ahead, but then there's women's intuition, and I just have a bad feeling about it.
Why are you so against me working with Frida? Obviously, what Jamal doesn't know is the fact that her son is working with the woman whose father was murdered by her son's father. Stay with me, because this is really deep.
So even if it's crime, I'm taking care of mine, so the sun will always shine on me, shine on me.
Without further ado, I would like to introduce my son, my baby boy, and your Chief Executive Officer, Hakeem Lyons.
Hakeem has this big shareholder meeting coming up where they're voting on whether or not to keep him as the head CEO.
Over here, Mr. CEO. It's a simple one.
Here comes big bad Lucius and calls out Hakeem about actual things that Hakeem has been slacking on.
You got a room full of people here, all waiting to hear your vision.
He pulls out his gangster moves. He shows the boy no mercy.
But instead, they're hearing delays, mishaps, and mismanagement.
I mean, he's either gonna learn and grow from it and become a man, or he's just gonna kick and scream like a brat and never grow. He helped me build Lion Dynasty from nothing, and for that he deserves your respect, and yours too.
When is she gonna tell the family? 2/14 is when she tells the family. And I think that there are going to be some surprises. I'm pregnant.
So?
It's Hakeem's.
Yo, for real? So Boo Boo Kitty gonna come and she gonna tell us that she pregnant. But who is she pregnant with? Hakeem's baby.
So you don't know how to use a condom, stupid?
What the hell is going on? Boo Boo, why, Kitty? Why?
The reaction. Shock. That's the last thing people were expecting to hear.
It's your touch I'm craving. Feel the rush, don't say a word. Say no words.
I cannot wait for the next time. Thanks for being here with me and my buddy Jake Hamilton.
I have had such a good time going behind the scenes with you.
I had a lot of fun too, but it's time for us to go. Good thing you can catch us next time for more Inside Scoop, because you know I got you covered like grandma's old blanket, and you know you love it.
I know I love it. We'll see you soon.